culture, tradition. Values that have stood for centuries for hundreds of tribes across America. Values you can see today at powwows. While powwows have been part of Native American culture forever, they became more accepted and popularized in the 1950s as a way to celebrate Native Americans returning from war. Now, powwows take place weekly across the United States and Canada. People participating in the powwow feel a sense of duty to family, self, and community to keep the powwow culture alive through the power of song, dance, and spirit. Powwows allow teachings to be passed down from one generation to the next and are a way of keeping Native American culture and traditions alive.
My name is Kason Street.
Bonjour, my name is Mickey Hodges.
I'm Alden Pompana.
Hi, my name is Joanna Toya. I am a member of Zia Pueblo, New Mexico, also Comanche tribe.
I'm a Dakota Sioux member from Sioux Valley, Manitoba.
I'm from the Meskwaki Dakota MHA tribe.
First of all, I'm a Meday Anishinaabe from the White Earth Nation.
And I've been dancing powwow since I was about 3 years old.
I'm a dancer. I've been dancing for over 65 years.
Been dancing since I was, I'd say 6 years old, 5 years old, since I was beginning to walk.
I've been going to powwows for 16 years. I dance the Banshee Shaw dance.
Well, when I was younger, my dad, he started me out as a traditional dance, and I didn't like it, and then he switched me to the grass dance, and I didn't like it either, so third time's the charm as we went to the fancy dance, and I've been dancing fancy since I was 3, 4 years old.
I was originally a grass dancer, and then I got inducted into the Ogichi-Da Society, and then I transformed from grass dance into men's traditional.
Are you dancing?
Yeah, I'm a jingle dancer. She's a fancy dancer. Fancy shot. Fancy shot. I'm a jingle dancer and he's a grass dancer.
How long have you guys danced for?
Just for the 3 years we danced. No, 5. Yeah, 5 years. 3 years. Yes, 3 years. If it was 5 years, you would be.
Do you go to a lot of powwows?
Yeah.
Every weekend, somewhere in Canada or in the United States, we have a celebration.
Powwows take place across Canada and the United States just about every weekend and can typically be defined as traditional or competitive. Traditional powwows are held without competition or prizes. Competitive powwows have judges, keep score, and champions receive awards or cash prizes. But But that is not why Native Americans participate in powwows.
I dance for healing. A lot of it I can use. I say I had a family member who was sick. They come to me and tell me, "Oh, I'm sick. I have ailments. You know, there's something wrong with me, or I'm hurting." And in that time, when they tell me that, I can offer my assistance by putting thought to putting thought to their hurt, going out there and expressing myself and showing my endurance. And to me, that's a way of healing for them. You know, they may not be there in the present time where that is, but for me, just me telling them that I'm going to dance for you, I'm going to help you. That's what, you know, why we dance.
Well, I do that too for people who can't dance, people who are in wheelchairs or too sick to dance, and do it because back home, like I said, hardly everyone powwow dances. Like my family and like a couple other families back home do it. So it's just make your family proud and have pride in who you are and where you come from and what tribe you come from. So a lot of times it's different for each dancer, but most of the time it's to dance, to celebrate life and dance for those who can't.
We're from Zia Pueblo and in the Comanche Nation, and we do what we do and it runs in our blood.
Expression is a crucial component in powwows. Expression in the dance, expression in the song, and expression of the spirit. But perhaps the most noticeable way these dances express themselves is through their regalia.
In my regalia, I emphasize my role as Ogechi-Da. Everybody's regalia from the different tribes is all different. It's never the same. It's not cookie cutter, rubber stamp, you know, all the Ojibwe wear this, and all the Oyate wear this, and the Seneca wear this, and the Makah wear this. It's not that way.
From the beadwork to the quills, the headdress to the moccasins, the regalia worn is handmade and handed down from generation to generation.
My dad brought me into the circle when I was 2 years old, and I got my first plumes, my eagle plumes, when I was 5, and my mother helped me do my own regalia.
This outfit, the beadwork itself, it comes from my father. He actually made it when he was younger, back in the 80s. It was passed down to me, and it was put away for a while, and then now it's brought out again. I've got this headdress that I built. You know, it represents for me. It represents the warrior side.
Powwow clothing and accessories are created with great care and attention, and hold deep meaning and spiritual significance to each dancer.
So everybody's regalia varies. It tells a story about their spirit helpers, their family, their tribe. It just depends. Every dancer out there will have a different story.
While the regalia worn adds to the story, nothing brings the energy of the powwow to life quite like the dancers moving around the circle. Every powwow begins with the grand entry. Every dancer participating in the powwow dances around the circle until the collection of dancers have all gathered.
I'm out there and I'm putting my outfit, my regalia, and my endurance, I'm putting that on the line. You know, and I'm trying to create energy. That's what, if you look at it, you hear, that's energy in there, right? On that floor. That energy goes around. It's just like the circle of the earth, you know, where we go around in circles. We're building energy.
The first song following the grand entry is typically the flag song. After the flag song is one of the most important dances to the powwow, either the veterans song or the victory song, depending what part of the country you are in.
This is how we honor our veterans, all veterans, every weekend. We give them a special song to recognize their service and their sacrifices and their contribution to American society. And we used to just have it for the Native veterans. And now, after many years of stopping and realizing, I say this when I'm emceeing, I call out all veterans. Because when you go into battle, you become brothers. It doesn't matter the color of skin or how a man worships. These things are unimportant because I'm not fighting anymore for the red, white, and blue. I'm fighting for the man next to me. And that's why the brotherhood lasts so long.
Following the veterans song, the competition begins. The MC will then begin by calling different categories for the men and the women.
Well, the fancy dance is more self-expression and more or less like a freestyle, I guess. Meaning, well, the grass and traditional have like their own like guidelines that you have to follow.
Well, I dance the Banshee Shawl dance, and it's like represents the butterflies, and then we hover like them.
Depending on the powwow, dancers can be surrounded by up to 40 others in the circle.
Just gotta pick and choose where you go when you dance.
Typically, a powwow will take place over the course of 2 to 3 days, but depending on the powwow, dancers may or may not find out where they stand after each performance. Throughout the powwow, there will be breaks in the day as well as dances called intertribals, where the MC will invite anyone in the crowd to come dance around the circle. After 2 or 3 days of dancing and celebrating, awards are given out and champions are crowned. Dancers and participants leave the arena knowing they'll see each other again.
The beauty is that the people, these people that are behind me today, I'll see them next week somewhere or another celebration anywhere in the United States and Canada.
While the regalia, the dancing, the singing, and the drumming are integral parts to the powwow, it's the culture and the people that make it so special.
Culture is important. Traditions. You know, if I didn't have this, what would I be?
The lessons of the powwow and the culture are meant to be shared with all.
We don't keep them. We don't keep them. We're supposed to take them and then pass them on. It's knowledge, and you don't keep that.
We're all the same. Even you guys, we're all the same. We all bleed, we all breathe. And it's our duty to share this with you. It's our duty to keep it alive.
Dancers and participants in the powwow feel this is bigger than themselves. They feel it is their responsibility to keep Native American culture alive.
To keep that, to preserve that for the youth that are coming up. That's what, for me, that's what it's about. It's not about myself. It's not about the money. It's not about the girls. It's not about anything like that. It's about those little guys that were looking up to me.
I just like to encourage more people to attend powwows and learn more about Native American culture.
Our culture, the main thing is our language. See, I'm Ojibwe, but the true name of our people is Médé Anishinaabe. And what that means, you are your religion, and the religion is you. You're one and the same. You can't be one without the other. So you try to teach them all the cultural things within this circle. How it happened, how it first started, and how it's progressed to the day it is today.
Powwows are a beautiful expression of Indigenous spirituality, history, and culture. A culture that was almost ripped away from the rest of the world is now alive and well. A tradition that, thanks to thousands of Native Americans working and participating in powwows weekly, is here to stay.